Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janelle Samora, and this is Scent Talk from my closet, the fragrance closet. And on this channel, we go over all things fragrance. If it is your first time watching, I do like to focus on one perfume house or topic at a time. And for today, we have a subscriber requested review video. Mitchie says, thank you so much for suggesting that I do the very daunting, almost impossible task of choosing my number one top lemon or citrus gourmand fragrance. If you've been following the channel, you know I love vanillas. I love gourmands. I never knew that I was going to aspire to want to smell like a lemon baked good, but here we are with several, options to choose from. Just fell in love with the category. I mean, the scent profile. It opens up most of these with a very nice lemon, uplifting, invigorating, even, and then have such a cozy, vanilla feel to them. And I love vanilla. So here we go. We're going to start out here with a bottle you might not have seen from the collection. And this is called Akro Bake. You guys, I did bring in a partial bottle. Akro Bake was a sample that I absolutely fell in love with. The minute that I smelled it, wear tested it, I reviewed it on the channel, I said, I would love to own this fragrance at an amazing price. So I'm going to keep a lookout. Somebody was decluttering the fragrance, and here it is. So here she is. It is not a full bottle blind buy. This is something that was on my wish list, so please forgive me. We have a vision board, you guys. We have a wish list. We're going to be purchasing our loves that we fall in love with this year in 2025. So we're going to make, more informed decisions. Well, I can tell you that Acro Bake was a definite informed decision. Loved it. This is a 2023 release by Oliver Crisp. I do want to compare and contrast the different fragrances we have for today. So I'm going to get into a little description of each, because if you haven't seen the other reviews that I have, I want to make sure I give a little description, a little detail. So for this 2023 release by Crisp, you guys, Crisp, this perfumer knows how to construct a citrus gourmand, and make it smell extremely realistic, extremely gourmand, citrus, just wonderful. I guess it's his forte. I can safely say that I would most definitely blind buy anything gourmand from Cresp, I think, especially if it's citrus. So for this acro, we have lemon zest, rum, whipped cream, praline, bourbon vanilla, and brown sugar. I get a beautiful lemon tart feel from the fragrance. I do not get a straight up cupcake initially, like the picture, the advertisement and all that, which was the inspiration for the fragrance. Um, I do get a beautiful scent bubble lasting all day long. The fragrance itself only goes about 6 hours or so on skin, but it hangs around on your clothes and in your atmosphere for 10 hours plus. So for that reason, it was a definite winner. Bring into the collection one day, type fragrance. Now, I will say there is a little bit of a synthetic tone at the way beginning of the fragrance. I want to say that that's the rum note in the scent. It just comes across a bit, not harsh, but synthetic, if you will. So if you're really sensitive to that, it might not work out for you. The way that it transitions and develops throughout the day is just whoa. Once we get to this dry down, we have a vanillic baked good, and the cupcake has shown up. That, I'm like, oh, that's why, it is called Acro Bake. We have definitely baked something up here. I did wear the fragrance in 100-degree weather, so rest assured, this is any any weather type, wear. You don't have to worry. Very, very nice. It was never cloying, always enjoyable the entire day. So along the same lines of this fragrance right here, actually, with the tart, that the way that the tartness presents itself, I did get to try a sample. This was the last sample that I was wanting to try before doing this video. We have THEODOROS KALOTINIS Lemon Tart. This is yet another very light fragrance. Oh, I'm talking light, as in fresh lemon. You know, nothing super heavy. I don't have any caramel tones in here. I have lemon zest, lemon, vanilla, whipped cream. We have butter as well, which I was worried about, and sugar. And it is really, you know, light lemon, hard lemon candy. Kind of like your when your lemon heads are sweet type scent. That is what I'm getting. So yeah, really comparable to the Akro Bake actually in the way that the lemon presents itself. However, it is really tart. It is more tart than the Akro Bake lemon. So for this reason, I say it's really different. I do get a little bit of a cookie. I haven't reviewed this one on the channel, but I do get a little bit of a cookie nuance as well. Like a cookie crisp, like nothing too sweet and nothing too heavy. It's like an airy cookie in the background somewhere. Maybe, you know, that's where the butter is coming in, buttering us up there. It's never heavy. It's a light wear. True summer gourmand, I would say this one is. The price point to this fragrance is nice. It's a good price point. You know, this whole brand actually. I think it's either a 50 or 100 ml bottle, but it's beautifully priced. I'll put it up here for you guys. Would be definitely interested in a full bottle of this. So it's going on the wish list for 2025. We're putting it up here, you know, putting it out there. This is definitely something that needs to come into the collection. I want this option, okay? This does not dry down to the cupcake, you know, baked good that Acro Bake did. This does not. It stays, you know, nice and light and airy. Just nice wear. Not a very long wear either, but at the price point, you can respray. This is a good, you know, 5 hours or so. All right, so there's THEODOROS KALOTINIS Lemon Tart. Now, if we're talking about light, going only about 6 hours or so, we're going to bring in Hufflepuff right here. Hufflepuff by the House of Sillage is a fragrance that I ordered a 10 ml for and just blew through it. It's addicting. It is sweet. It is beautiful. It does have a little refinement quality about it. The unboxing was chef's kiss. I had so much fun with it. You know, quality luxury type feel to everything, to the box, to, you know, what it comes in. You know, if you want to check that out. House of Sillage Hufflepuff has Italian lemon, peach pulp, coconut cream accord, jasmine, white freesia. I cannot detect the flowers in the florals in the fragrance. I cannot detect the coconut for whatever reason. You know, coconut cream is usually a little heavy. Nothing heavy here. We get a sweet lemon sugar. You know, like a powdered sugar, sweet lemon vibe. It is nowhere near as lemony as your Acro Bake or your lemon tart. This is more sweet powdered sugar, like I'm saying, type feel. It has a little bit of that cedar in the dry down. You know, and does it have sandal? Well, it has Virginia cedar, not sandalwood. But I never get a heavy feel at all to the fragrance. There's also gardenia, which I can usually detect, and I don't detect it in Hufflepuff. True gourmand. I mean, Willy Wonka, you know, feels is what I get also from Hufflepuff. So airy, sweet, powdered candy, light lemon scent, you guys. It was a must. I had to bring it into the collection. So there's Hufflepuff. Now next we have Idolo Love and Crime. This is another one that I completely emptied, you guys. Now, to be completely honest, this is a 2018 release. I do have a full review for this one. I would say that this fragrance is closer to the scent of Acro Bake than it is to the other fragrance it's compared to, Xerjoff Lira. It's funny, but just because a fragrance has lemon in it and vanilla, people just automatically gravitate towards wanting to compare it to Lira. In fact, I think the review I did for Idolo Love and Crime is comparing it to Lira. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So the fragrance here has in it pink pepper, red mandarin, feminine florals. We have some sugar, star anise, and what else? Some natural cacao, vanilla, and sponge cake. What I got from this fragrance was pure enjoyment. I really did. This was a 10-hour plus wear, lemon baked good feel of a fragrance. It was an all day laster. You know, it had an elevating floral base to where I could detect a little bit of the florals in the background, but nothing exact, like, oh, that's jasmine for sure. No, I couldn't pick out anything, but I feel like they really did elevate, you know, the baked good scent that Exidolo Love and Crime is. My deterrent for not buying a full bottle of Exidolo Love and Crime was the price point. It is really pricey, but come to think of it, it is probably worth it in the sense that you don't have to overspray the fragrance. It needs no assistance, okay? In the, you know, lasting, definite lasting power. Yeah, lemony pound cake in the dry down, you know, but a little bit airy. It was both beautiful sponge cake, pound cake, light, airy at the same time. So, Exidolo Love and Crime, that's in the far future wish list, not anything I would add this year or 2025 personally. Okay. Oh, but it's a good one. I really did enjoy the wear. Okay, next we have Kerosene Unknown Pleasures, you guys. They're not all going to be winners, even if you think you see something and the notes are to die for. Kerosene Unknown Pleasures was a 2013 release, and we have some Earl Grey tea, we have lemon, honey, bergamot, tonka, vanilla, and waffle cone. Ooh, this one goes all day long and then some. Um, I have not worn it out of the house. The original, I do have a little decant of the original here. I have, however, worn a dupe by Andromeda's Moon. I did wear a dupe. I have a video. It's early on in the channel. But Unknown Pleasures did not work for me then, and it did not yet again. I revisited. It didn't work for me again, you guys. This one is another one that is really well known and well loved in the fragrance community. I expected it to be a little more in line with Lira. We have a lot of reviews comparing the two. You know, I thought it was going to be baked lemon gourmand with a side of tea, you know, a couple of squeezes of fresh lemon, because from the nozzle here, I get a glorious lemon tea scent. I really, really do. From Andromeda's Moon, I remember distinctly never smelling any tea in that dupe. None whatsoever. To the point where I question, maybe I got the wrong decant. Like, you know, maybe it's filled with something else. From the original, I can detect that wonderful side of tea. Yes, it is here. So when I spray the fragrance on my skin, and you know, expecting it to develop you know, similar in the similar fashion of Lita, it just falls apart on me. Okay. It is just one of those. I get a very sweet, like, ooh, I'm driving with this. You know, my daughter, my 8-year-old, picked out the tea, and then she was like, is there orange in there? No, but there is lemon and there is bergamot. So I said, good job. She's amazing. She can detect scent just like her mama, I think. Woo! So for the Unknown Pleasures, you know, I'm chalking it up to skin chemistry. This just does not work for me. I do get some lemon citrus in the base, but the base, I'm sorry, just falls apart on my skin. It just does. It turns a bit powdery, even, really, really cloying. Very, get this off of me. You know, I'm not enjoying it. It's not fresh. It's not energizing. It's not comforting to me. Okay. So that's my experience with Kerosene Unknown Pleasures. You know, it just didn't fly. Okay. So that would be my take on that. Definitely not, you know, close to my Lita here. Next, we have So Vanilla. The next couple of fragrances that we're going to talk about, last two fragrances actually, or we haven't spoken about Lita. We'll talk about Lita, and then we'll jump into So Vanilla. So I've been mentioning this girl because everybody compares, you know, Lemon Gourmands to Lita. It is a 2011 release. It is from the Casa Morati line by the House of Xerjoff, one of my favorite houses. This has in it blood orange, bergamot, lavender, cinnamon, licorice, jasmine. We have some caramel, vanilla, and musk. Now, this fragrance does take you on a bit of a transition journey. Lots of people say it's very linear on them. I don't get that experience. I get a really, really loud lemon pound cake. Did we hear that? Loud. I mean, this is baked goods, is what it is. We get, what separates this one from the rest, I would say, especially with the ones that we've already gone over, is the dry down. Strong, heavy vanilla caramel dry down, still retaining a little bit of that lemon baked good quality. It dances around you. Okay, is what this fragrance does. Again, some people don't get that experience. Some people get a fragrance that sits close to them, doesn't project, and they lose it after a couple hours. Like, what? I only got to smell that for 4 hours. Not me. I can enjoy this fragrance for a nice 8-hour wear, which is enough for me, honestly, on my skin. Goes a little longer on the clothes, tiny bit, not too much. But what I love most about Lira is that it is extremely present, okay? And it's gourmand through and through. And I'm saying none of the other lemony baked good fragrances we've covered have any of those caramel tones. I have something in my eye. I start to bash other fragrances and I get things in my eye. No, we're good. It's just a gem. Honestly, it's a gem of a fragrance. This one, I've never, really experienced a bad scent day or wear day with Lira. And that lemon is so pronounced, but not in an airy way like Akro Bake or the lemon tart or even the Hufflepuff. It's not airy, you guys. So it's not something that I reach for in this weather down here where I live too often. So that's why I only have a 30 ml. Plus, I have some a nice dupe that does the trick as well. Okay, so next let's go into D&G's Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion 2023 release. It's got some beautiful bottle, beautiful presentation. First off, I loved it so much. I got the 50 ml. I was like, I need both. I need both sizes. I also have a 10 ml travel size, you guys. This is a fragrance that definitely captivated me in 2023. It is a classy smelling gourmand. To me, it is orange creamsicle with a classy touch. It has got a little bit of a perfume tone in it. I cannot deny. But at the same time, we have that gourmand creamsicle feel. This is the most gourmand that I have experienced thus far from a designer fragrance. And the perfumer for this is Olivier Crisp. Go figure. Man, does he ever know how to do some citrus gourmands again. So yeah, Olivier Cresp did an amazing job with Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion. I have a video where I'm just gushing all over it, okay? Again, here we have a lot of people, the perception that they get from this fragrance is a candied lemon or a lemon, fragrance. I don't get that. I get orange creamsicle. I do get a citrus, candied feel, yes, but it's more candied oranges, those candied, sugared, covered orange little jelly gummies or something is what I get. And then as it starts to warm up on my body, mixing with that vanilla. What does it even have in here, you guys? We have some candied citruses, orange blossom, rum and vanilla. Yeah, that's all that I've been seeing out there, that this fragrance has, and it just smells amazing, and I love it. So D&G Devotion definitely struck a chord with me in 2023. I love that I have it in the collection. But would I consider it, a sister, or to Acro Bake? No, I would not. This is to me in its own other category of fragrances that lean more towards a creamsicle, creamy feel. However, you do have that little bit of classy perfume touch going on in here. Okay. So that is my take on the D&G Devotion. In comparison to these other lemon Gourmands, this is not a lemon baked good fragrance to me. Okay, it's just not. Yeah, no. And last but not least, I jumped over So Vanilla. We have So Vanilla right here. Yes, this was a 2023 addition to the collection. And this one was released in the year 2022. You guys, this one leans more the vanilla category to me than it does the lemon baked goods. Definitely not a lemon baked good, sorry. In here we have orange, lemon blossom, gingerbread, neroli, vanilla, and patchouli. I never detect the patchouli note in here. It is a mandarin cake gourmand from start to finish. Rather linear, but so delicious. I mean, creamy. I mean, giddy. It makes me giddy how deliciously gourmand this fragrance is. Yes, so vanilla. Mandarin cake gourmand. That was all. What I kind of wanted to paint the picture of every single fragrance here for you guys. I don't think I left anything out. No. So those are all the fragrances. Now, which one has got to stay? Which one, if I were to have to get rid of all of these? And it just, what? It was between a couple, okay? I don't want to choose between my orange citrus gourmands. I just don't, because there's absolutely no way with the presentation, the bottle, the um, extremely unique scent profile that D&G Devotion, this isn't going anywhere, is what I'm saying. So I don't want to choose between this or So Vanilla, for example. In fact, So Vanilla smells very much so, I don't know where I put it, like Versailles from Poesie. Oh, it's right here. I have a little indie brand here. It is a perfume oil, though. What I would do in order to be able to experience So Vanilla is, find out a recipe to make this into an eau de parfum, and I'd be set. But this right here, at the current moment, it is not replaceable. Mm-mm. This is delicious. Okay, so, but to me, this is not a lemon baked good. So, which lemon baked good am I hanging on to, you guys? Ugh, this was so hard. Okay, you guys, I am going to have to go with my long time love. I cannot live without Lira. There's absolutely no way that I would be able to live without this in the collection, okay? And I pondered and I pondered ever since the question was asked by Miss Mitchie here on the channel. I said, man, what could I do without, At the time, I didn't have Akro Bake, but it was definitely still on the mind. And I thought, man, I think I should go for Akro Bake because it's got, that versatility to it. I can wear it year round, no problem. And Lira, I have to be careful. I would much rather wear Acro Bake in 100-degree weather than this. But at the same time, I'm in air condition most of the time. So I would probably just go a little easy on the sprays and mix it with something else and just enjoy it. So yeah, um, this is it, right? This is my girl when it comes to a lemon baked good gourmand vanilla. We have that hefty, presence of caramel in the dry down. This is a love for me. This is more than a love. This is a lifer, and we are done. The light went out because we're done. It's like, okay, you've chosen. It's time to go. I really need to find a light that lasts more than 20 minutes or so. All right, you guys, that was it. Thank you so, so much for tuning in to today's review comparison of all of these. You have my answer there. As far as what I would choose, I would purchase this fragrance again. Only reason I have the smallest bottle is because I did buy it at a pretty hefty price, and I do have a couple of nice dupes. Okay, so I have this one inspired by Lira by Andromeda's Moon. So I'm able to enjoy it. It's actually tiny bit lighter in its feel and its wear than the original. I do have a review comparing the two. If you're worried about cost, you can check this out. I have loved this forever. I started with a little sample and upgraded my size as I went. Oh, yes, you guys, that is it. I hope that y'all enjoyed that. We have plenty to go over, you guys. But as always, I mean, if you have a suggestion, if you want a comparison, we've been doing awesome, having so much fun with this or that videos. Those have been so much fun. The this or that, it's like, don't make me choose. But at the same time, it's super, super fun. I've been busy collecting samples. We had another amazing subscriber want to know what is going on with that Kisa Pink. I have the sample here. I will get familiar, get to know it, and give you guys all the details, all right? I also have iMaddie's Moonlight that I was so interested in sampling. And then we have Argo's Birth of Venus that has been on my radar for a while. Really pricey. So will these make it to the wish list for 2025? We will see. Oh my god, we have so many. Y'all have a blessed rest of your day, your night, or your evening, and you stay safe.